Hey my lovelies, here I am with this week's video message for this wonderful group and growing group, and please pass the group along. The more members we have, the stronger we are as a collective. And I welcome all of you, those who I know, those who I don't, new members, new people that I've never met before, virtually or in person. I welcome all of you. And I am very grateful that you're here, and I'm thankful for each and every one of you. We each have a lot to give, and like I said, together united as a collective group, we're that much stronger. So pass the group around, and I'll be more than happy to welcome on more sisters as the days go by. Because at the end of this message, I'll explain where I plan on going with the group and how I intend on expanding it. It all ties into this message. I know I said that I wasn't going to use my journey as a backdrop, and for the group I mean in the messages that I put out, especially the video messages. I'll put little drips and drabs, but I really feel a need to throw this one out there now in the beginning while it's all new, and then I'll just give you tidbits in following videos, messages along the way. So having said that, being that my journey and all the circumstances leading up to this journey is what really motivated me creating the group to begin with. I was thinking today, and sometimes thinking too much isn't a good thing. So yeah, but I was thinking today, and I thought, you ever have an aha moment that really wasn't an aha moment? It was more of a what the fuck moment. Did you ever have one of those? Because I'm feeling like what I'm going through, especially my decisions that I've tentatively made or have been making, are that kind of a thing. They fall into that category. They're more, although it comes across on the surface as an aha moment, eureka, I have found it, aha. But it's more like, what the fuck are you doing? Are you crazy? It's kind of that kind of a thing. There's nothing wrong with being crazy and spontaneous, but I did that in my 20s and my 30s and some part of the beginning of my 40s, but man, oh man, at 53, I'm really not feeling like being that crazy. Okay, and when I mean that crazy, and what I'm referring to is my trek from South Florida to Southern California to chase after a lifelong passion of a career within the entertainment industry. Nothing specific really, because I love it all, and I always have. But yeah, so I was thinking about that, and I'm thinking, I had to ask myself, really, because this has been, contrary to what a lot of you know, I really have been struggling in a really, 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 really emotional way. I've cried more tears in the last 4 months than I've cried in the last 40 years, probably. Very lonesome, very, I wouldn't even call it soul searching. I don't even know what to call it. It's just been extremely overwhelming. That's probably the best word for it. And I try to hold on, because I've always been a positive person. I've always been optimistic. Always try to see, through the smoke and dust and all that. But sometimes, you get tired. And when you've been a strong person your whole life, and you've always relied on yourself to get yourself through, not to say that there weren't people in my life. There were plenty of people in my life. But you get to a point where I'm at now, and I'm pretty much standing alone. I don't really have anything or anyone really specifically that I could say, I really could lean on. And I could really use a hug. I mean, not just a virtual hug, although those are fabulous. And if I didn't have all of you, I really would be batshit crazy or just not here at all. And my babies, my fur babies, they really have been helping me keep it together. But the physicality of another human being, and I just am standing alone as I'm standing here with you. This is how I really have been through all this crazy shit that's happened. And like some of you, like I said, oh well, like I probably didn't say, but I maybe said it in my head and I didn't share, that it's been a rough ride, and I don't want to drag it all out in here, but those of you who know the story with my mom, that I was caregiving for my mom, the people that don't know, I'll just give you a real crash course and bring you up to speed. She fell. The last 5.5 years I've been here in her home and taking care of her, and she fell really here at the house, didn't really hurt herself, but she insisted she wanted to go check this knee, that knee. She wasn't even sure which knee. So I said, who am I to say no, because she's so tiny and everything, maybe she did hurt herself. I can't see it. So I took her, and it was worse at the hospital. She fell like a bag of rocks down, and I thought I was looking at my dead mother on the floor. It was really an awful visual. I can't get rid of it. You know, it's very hard to get rid of, but it was really, there she was, and her eyes were getting ready to just roll back and be gone. And she gave me this look of such, whoo, I don't know what to call it, but it wasn't fun. In the meantime, that same week, it was going to be her birthday. I was going to make her a cake. Well, I made the cake like 2 weeks later and freaking devoured it myself, but that's besides the point. Didn't want to waste a good cake. But my precious little Giovanni, my little Chihuahua, I had him his whole life. He was 13 and a half. He was battling lymphoma. I'm not going to cry. I'm not. See, strength is coming. It's coming. It's coming. Anyway, the same week it happened with my mother, and then she, you know, consequently stayed in the hospital. Now she's in a nursing home, and that's the end of that story. I have to, then my baby, I had to send him home over the Rainbow Bridge that same week. 2 days later, actually on her birthday, her 88th birthday, my mother's 88th birthday. And so it just snowballed from there, the emotions and everything else. Not to mention, I just finally got to fucking menopause, like this year, well, last year sometime. Finally fucking got there. And now all of that. So I've been trying to hold it together. But the end of the line is I have to leave my mom's house. I can't finance it. And so I have to leave because it's going to foreclose. So before anybody says anything, yeah, I know there's a lot of time before you have to get out. But you know what? The end of the road is I have to get out. So whether it's tomorrow or it's 3 months from now or 6 months from now, it doesn't matter. The fact is, I'm not going to drag it out. It's harder to be in here where both my parents lived. I mean, this wasn't their only, you know, the only house, or like nothing major special happened here. The fact that my parents were alive in this house, that's pretty special. But anyway, I'm going off on a tangent, which this is what I do. Let's get back to the group. Okay, so yeah, so I had the aha. I thought this was not an aha moment to go just pack up, throw everything, feeling forced to move to California. Nobody's holding me hostage to do it, but the reason I say feeling forced is because I know I have to get out of here. And I only work part-time. I work 20 hours a week. It's not, to my knowledge, ever going to turn into full-time. I wish it would, but, you know, wish in one hand, shit in the other. See which one fills up faster, but we all know how that goes, for the most part. You know, I like to be optimistic, and I've been, but it's just not happening, and I need actions now. You know, I can't like have, you know, lip service. It has to be, yeah, something's going to happen, or it's not, and I can just go from there. So that was why I felt like God was pushing me in this great big universe that He created, was pushing me to go, this, maybe it's a sign, maybe, eureka, I'm supposed to go off to California, take my income tax and hightail it across the country. But I am, as you saw my mantra for the year, I'm scared shit. Excited. I'm excited for the difference and the change, but I am scared shit at the same time. Because I really want to settle down in my life. I don't like being uprooted right now. I don't like being forced and pushed into having to be uprooted. I really wasn't ready to be uprooted. I'm happy that my mother's in a nursing home because that's what she needed. She needed this for the last several years. And I was crying and begging for it and for help and everything, and I'm glad. She's super happy being there. I ask her all the time, do you miss the house? No. I'm like, oh, that's good. You know, she says she misses me, but I'm there every other day doing laundry and everything else, of which I can't keep doing that, obviously, when I move. I don't know where I'm moving to. That's the thing. And I don't like being unsettled like that. I'm structured to some degree. And, you know, I don't like... I know you can't be totally sure of anything in life, but I like to have a little, you know, especially at this age. I'm happy at this age. I love where I'm at. I love the age I am. I wouldn't want to be anything other than 53 right now. But I don't like being uprooted. When I wasn't planning on But I know that we don't always get a choice, you know, but that's besides the point. It doesn't matter. It doesn't change where I'm at on my journey. So, okay. I don't know where all that was supposed to go, but I thought I'd give you all the background so you know what my journey is and why I chose to take off and go to Hollywood, Burbank, Hollywood, Santa Monica, Southern California, around the LA area. But, you know, it's not etched in stone. I'm totally open to options right now because I don't have anything holding me here. Nothing. I have no children. I really don't have family. My mother's happy and good to go over there. My brother's going over there and he's doing what he's supposed to be doing for her, or, you know, to be there. He's retired anyway. He's got the time to go see her and everything. He's right across the street, so he's right there. Like, okay, I'm ready. I'm ready to get my life rolling. I'm ready to get it going. The second act, I'm ready to get the final act, or whatever you want to call it. So, my goal, after thinking about, see, this is where it all ties in. It actually does tie in to this whole ramble and rant about the aha moment and the what the fuck moment. Although it wasn't an aha moment, it was a what the fuck moment that, why am I going to just pack up and go across the country and be in the entertainment industry because I want to entertain you, I want to make you smile, I want to, that's an adrenaline rush for me. And then I realized today, and that's when the actual real aha moment came. I realized, you know what? I started this group for that reason. It's not that I'm entertaining, that I gotta, you know, do the old soft shoe for you. Although I did do tap in elementary school and I loved it. But that's another story. Yeah, no, but the thing is, the ultimate, in my entire 53 years of being on this absolutely beautiful planet, is that I just want to affect your life in a positive way. It doesn't have to be in a movie. That's not to say I'm not going to keep writing because I love to write, and I have my screenplays, and I intend to write more, and I have all kinds of ideas, as a lot of you know. My head is, the wheels are never, they just never, if you listen close, you probably hear the squeaking. They probably need a good, you know, oiling up there. But they never stop rolling. That's why they're squeaking. You know, there's all kinds of ideas. I've been that way my whole life. But the bottom line is, and the most important, and the thing that drives me the most and gives me the absolute ultimate redemption for being on this planet and taking up this space, and this airspace, as a living being, is to give back in a positive way something to you, to each one of you that's listening to my voice right now. Something good, something positive, something that you remember, that is helpful, that made you laugh, made you cry, got some emotion coming out of you, gave you a little direction, helped you find somebody to found somebody else to help you with whatever issue you're going through in your journey, whatever the journey is. So that's my aha moment. My aha moment is this group. Because my intention with this group is to take it. And really this group came out at, this group really did, I'm sitting, I'm online, my corneas are bleeding out, and I'm reading to apartments and I'm sending a resume out for jobs out there in California, and I'm like, okay, it just came to me. It really was, aha, you know? The group. And once I made the group, then the aha just started rolling. I'm going to take this group, not just keep it as a Facebook group, but eventually I'm going to market it. I'm going to create its own dedicated website. I would like it to become, it will be a not-for-profit women's group to help women in need of anything, whatever it might be, you know? So that's my story, you know? That's the whole background of my journey kind of now. And the purpose of this group and how it came about and where I want to take it. I really want to take it to great places. I want it to grow. I want it to be global, worldwide, reaching women in areas that, you know, have nothing more but the computer screen to reach out to. Maybe they don't have any other means of any other way or whatever, you know. I'd like to eventually get there. And that's my intention, you know, turn it into a nonprofit. And have all kinds of resources because it grows so big that there are all kinds of resources, and eventually maybe bring entertainment in the form of investments from big name celebrities or endorsements from big name celebrities, you know what I mean? And then just take it from there and have events and special things going on to just keep it growing, and so that every woman in need of just about anything has a place to go to get it, you know, and they never have to feel shy or feel awkward or whatever asking, because that is the foundation of the group and the community and the not-for-profit. So that's my message for this week. I know that many of you have, your journeys are heart-wrenching, and your fight for your life, literally. And just no one journey is more important or less significant or more significant than the other, you know? Because each of us deal with the trials and tribulations in life and in our journey differently. So what might be major for you might be minor for somebody else, and vice versa. So, but still, compassion is the key word, and no matter what the journey. So my heart goes out to every one of you lovelies, and I really am appreciative that you are here. If I don't get to say it, please forgive me. It's not because I'm ignoring you or anything else. It's because, you know, I'm having a what the fuck moment. So bear with me. My love to all of you. Share the group often, and with as many women as you feel would be wanting to be a part of this, or needing to be a part of this. And let's get this thing going. In the meantime, peace out.